What's up, Mitten Squad? My name is Paul. Welcome back to another top 10 video. In this video, I'll be going over 10 things you didn't know about Fallout 4. For what it's worth, this video contains some slight spoilers about some side quests and other things of that nature, but there are no main quest spoilers in this video. Number 10. The Stingwing in Fallout 4 is, like most bugs and animals in Fallout, based on a real insect. It's based on the Mechotera, also known as the scorpion fly. Unsurprisingly, the Stingwing in Fallout 4 is much larger than its real-life counterpart. And the giant stinger on the tail of the Stingwing isn't even a stinger at all, at least not in real life. On the scorpion fly, what looks like the stinger is actually the male's genitalia. It's dick. You're being stung by a giant dick. Number 9. The Pip-Boy that the sole survivor uses in Fallout 4 is the Pip-Boy 3000 Mark IV. PIP stands for Personal Information Processor. When you first get the Pip-Boy, you can see some information when it starts up. The Pip-Boy is running Pip OS version 7.1.0.8, has 64K of RAM, and 38,911 bytes of available storage. The amount of RAM and storage are references to the Commodore 64. Number 8. Certain holidays are mentioned and represented in-game. If you check the date in your Pip-Boy and it's a holiday like Halloween or Christmas, head to Diamond City. Some of the guards have unique dialogue on Halloween, and there are Christmas trees all over Diamond City on Christmas. Number 7. Dogmeat, a companion in Fallout 4, was modeled after River, the dog that belongs to the lead level designer of Fallout 3, Joel Bergris. Number 6. Speaking of Dogmeat, finding him at the very start of the game is actually a bigger deal to the sole survivor than you might think. In the very beginning of the game, before you enter the vault while you are still in your house, you can find a dog bowl on the floor. Upon interacting with it, the sole survivor will say the following.
Never gonna find that dog.
Number 5. Swan, the giant super mutant found at Swan's Pond, actually has a backstory. Prior to his transformation, Edgar Swan was a criminal who volunteered as an FEV test subject in exchange for an opportunity at probation. This was under the condition that he kept written notes on his progress. Within a week, he began to mutate. Within 2 weeks, he possesses not only massively increased strength, but also significantly increased intelligence. Unfortunately, judging by the notes on the shack next to his pond and his aggressiveness, he seems to have degenerated into a psychopathic monster by the time the sole survivor finds him. Number 4. Like in Fallout 3, bloatflies are fairly common in Fallout 4. They damage you by shooting goop at you out of their tail. Bloatflies are based on Californidia, more commonly known as blowfly or carrion fly. The name blowfly comes from an older English term for meat that had eggs laid on it, which was said to be fly-blown. When a fly-blown egg gets inside of you, it is called myiasis, a parasitic infection of the body of a live mammal by fly larvae called maggots that grow inside the host while feeding on its tissue. The blowfly shoots its larva from the same spot that the bloatfly shoots its goop. You aren't being shot with goop, you're being shot with the maggots. Number 3. Cleo, the Assaultron merchant in Goodneighbor, isn't as innocent as she might appear to be. Upon hacking her terminal, it is revealed that she has a contingency plan to kill many people in Goodneighbor. Her plan to eliminate the neighborhood watch is to wait for a super mutant or raider attack, planting high explosives at key areas of the defense perimeter, and post-detonation, relocating immediately due to Goodneighbor's vulnerability. Her contingency plan for Daisy is to shoot her with a laser from a long range, as she is too close to guns to outright assault her without raising suspicion. Her contingency plan to kill Bobby is to wait until night and sneak into the hideout where they're working, dismantling the lights and killing them one by one. Her plan to kill Whitechapel Charlie is to pay off one of his associates to do the dirty work for her. Her contingency plan to kill Hancock is to eliminate his bodyguard Fahrenheit first by strangling her in her sleep and lacing all of the chems in the old state house with poison. She understands that collateral damage may be possible, but considers losses acceptable without too much disruption to her business. Number 2. Fallout 4 officially began production in 2009. In an interview with Game Informer, Todd Howard, the director of Bethesda Game Studios, said the following. I believe the first asset for Fallout 4 was created in 2009, a week after Fallout 3's DLC was completed. Number 1. Deacon, a companion in Fallout 4, mentions early on in the game that he gets facial reconstruction surgery periodically to throw off his enemies. He also says that he's been spying on the sole survivor prior to them finding out about him and the railroad. He can actually be seen spying on you in several locations. He may be spotted at Bunker Hill disguised as a caravan worker, he can be seen disguised as Diamond City security, and he is present for the argument between Piper and Mayor McDonough. He can be found wandering Goodneighbor disguised as a drifter. He can also be found in one of the pods in the memory den. To get even more strange, Deacon has been spying on the sole survivor from the very time they left the vault. If you go west of Vault 111, you'll find a chair and some other stuff set up to watch the vault entrance with a railroad sign set up on it. Alright, that's gonna do it for this top 10 video about Fallout 4. If you enjoyed this video or learned anything, leave a like. If you didn't learn anything or didn't enjoy the video, leave a dislike. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions for any future top 10 video about any game or game character. My name is Paul of Mutant Squad. Have a wonderful day.